That's my pleasure.
Well, welcome back, and the reason that we are here in Detroit, the first time Matchroom Boxing have been here in Detroit, the first time the Zone have been here with us as well, of course, is the homecoming of the undisputed world junior lightweight champion, Alycia Baumgardner, on Saturday night at the Masonic Temple here in Detroit. Live on the Zone around the world, and I tell you, this is an incredible fight. We've been a part of the incredible growth of female boxing over the last few years. It's been one of our greatest achievements, one of our greatest pleasures and honours to provide opportunities for great female fighters. They now sit there as standalone talents, as standalone draws, and as some of the biggest stars in sport. Forget male, forget female, Alycia Baumgardner is a superstar on Saturday night. I'm so pleased, after victories on the road, after victories in London against American fighters on huge cards, at Madison Square Garden to claim the undisputed championship. She gets a chance to come to Detroit on Saturday night in a tremendous fight. And it wasn't a case of, let's find an easy homecoming for Alycia Baumgardner. One defeat on her record comes at the hands of Christina Linardatou, one of the toughest female fighters I've seen. We saw her fight Katie Taylor in Manchester. It was a tremendous fight. This style matchup is going to be a classic. Linardatou is strong, she's aggressive, and Alycia, of course, is powerful. She's always in explosive fights, she's fast, and as I said, pound for pound, one of the best female talents, one of the best talents in world boxing. Christina, we'll start with you. You've been looking for this opportunity for a while, a chance in one fight to become undisputed champion. All you have to do is do what you've already done, which is beat Alycia Baumgardner again.
Exactly. First of all, I would like to thank you. To thank Eddie Hearn and my promoter, Ludi Bella, for such a great opportunity. This is something that I think any boxer dream of. It's the most big thing that a boxer can achieve. She already have done it. I already have beat her, and I will do it again. Looking forward to.
Tell us what you remember about that first fight. Obviously, you know, Alycia's come a long way since then. Alycia's done a lot since that first fight. Tell us what you remember about that first fight as well. She's made improvements, and so have you as well, but you believe you're still good enough to beat her on Saturday night?
Yes, of course. I remember she is very strong. Of course I do. I also remember that, as I said before to someone, I said that a strong fighter, when you have a stronger fighter, you neither hug or you either run or something. Alycia, the last round, she was always hugging, so that's what I remember. The first round, okay, she worked, she was strong enough, and then she was hunting. I was all the time hunting. For me, it was a war, like always, like every fight.
I remember when you fought Katie Taylor in Manchester, one thing I remember is from round 1 to round 10, you did not stop. Like every second of every round, you came to fight, you looked to add that pressure in the fight. I guess what you're saying is you think that Alycia Baumgardner fades or will fade in the fight and get tired. You're looking to bring that energy from round 1 on Saturday and try and overrun Alycia Baumgardner.
Of course I do. I always do like that because I always, when I go to fight like an underdog, I think that I cannot do something else. I just have to go and get it, you know? So I can box even moving around. I have many skills, but I have to go and get it. That's
And the danger of that, of course, she is a big puncher as well. You're happy with the power, you felt the power before. She's been hurting fighters, she's been stopping fighters as well. This should be a really explosive fight.
Yes, I'm not afraid of the power. I'm used to fight with men. I always spar with men. I was doing 10 rounds 3 times per week to get ready for this fight with men. So I'm not afraid of the power. I'm used to, and I also have a great defense. You know.
I do, and finally my question to you is, women's boxing right now, incredible. For many years you've been searching for those opportunities. You've been a world champion before, but this is on another level. And Alycia is chasing the fights with Amanda Serrano, with Katie Taylor, with Chantel Cameron, with Sandy Ryan, if she becomes unified and undisputed as well. You can take all of that on Saturday night with this victory. A massive moment for you. What would it mean to win this fight on Saturday?
To win this fight means a lot, a lot, because I'm looking forward for those fights also, and I want to do it. You know, I have been through hell to get here. After giving birth, it wasn't easy. It was very hard, but I did it. So I feel like nothing can stop me.
Well, thank you, Christina. Nothing can stop Alycia. Can you? Can you stop this great fighter on Saturday night?
Absolutely. We know this. I'm prepared for this. This is what I've been waiting for. This is a full circle moment for me. And just like we had the first face-off, I'm just looking at her and I can just picture myself at the first fight, just knowing who I am now and the growth that was necessary for me to be here. Completely different fighter, and she will see that this Saturday.
Obviously, a lot of people have witnessed your last few fights. Tell us about that fight and what you remember. I know, your training's changed a lot, the opportunities for you have changed a lot since then as well, but you also know that she's strong, she's tough, and this is a real fight. But what do you remember about that fight back then?
Yeah, I can just say that fight was, at that time, I wanted a challenge. I stepped up, I was 5-0, she was 9-1 at that time. I wanted a challenge, and I believed in myself, as I do now. And she was a tough fighter. She came forward. It was a very close fight. It was a split decision. And I got the loss. I'm like, well, here we are, not undefeated, but I'm like, what's next? And that was a time where I had to be real with myself. I had to change my circle, my team, my environment, my location, and that was all necessary for me to be here.
When you talk about full circle, you go back to, she said she's hunting on Saturday night. You were hunting when you came to Sheffield that time for, a relatively small opportunity for you financially, but a massive opportunity as a selected opponent that obviously was a mistake from someone to choose you. They didn't know that at the time, but that changed your life that night. She had the same opportunity on Saturday. You've gone from hunter to hunted, and you've got to make sure you keep hold of those belts on Saturday night. Still the same energy, still the same hunger that you had back then in Sheffield to make sure you don't slip up on Saturday to move you into these mega fights this year.
Yeah, absolutely. If you know anything about being a hunter, you have to kill your prey. And, I'm gonna make sure that bow is stroked all the way through her heart. So she can't get up anymore after that. So, I'm a hunter, I know what that looks like. And even though I'm the undisputed champion, I still have that dog in me, I still have that hunger in me as an 8-year-old girl. And this is the perfect girl to bring that animal out. And I'm ready.
This is also a massive moment for you fighting in Detroit. One thing you said, we tried to look at the undisputed fight for Detroit. This time we make it happen, but very important to you, but also brings a lot of pressure as well. We've seen it recently when we talked about Regis Prograis and Edgar Berlanga, like the pressure of buying a home, people jumping on tickets, people recognising the street. You're really here to represent Detroit on Saturday night as well. Embracing that pressure, not feeling that pressure yet.
I am embracing everything. This is no pressure to me. I know what pressure looks like. This is the time to be able to feel the love, and that's what I'm feeling. This is just another time to make history here in Detroit, and I'm happy that I can do that as a woman and be the main event and just show the world who Alycia is.
And finally, my last question to you is, do we expect the same style from you, the bomb on Saturday night, same fireworks? We could understand against Christina Linardatou that you could box and move and get through the 10 rounds and move on to Katie or Serrano or Chantel Cameron. But I get the feeling you're coming to make a statement on Saturday night, coming to let your hands go, coming for destruction. You want to end this inside the distance.
I'm coming for destruction, absolutely. This is that grown woman strength, I had to gain, and I have that now. And I'm ready to really put these hands on her and just get that lick back that I've been waiting for a minute.
Well, we cannot wait. A tremendous female fight on Saturday night, the undisputed Junior Lightweight Championship, repeat or revenge. Alycia Baumgardner against Christina Linardatou at the Masonic Temple here in Detroit. The homecoming for Alycia Baumgardner, live on the zone around the world. We've seen so many great female fights over the last 2 years. I think this could be right up there with a classic of all of them. Saturday night, don't miss it. We'll see you there. We'll see you for the weigh-in first tomorrow, and we're going to face off up here now. Thank you for coming.
The bigger ones first. And still, baby. And still. And still, baby. Better no. Ow. We meet again. We meet again. I love it. So much better. You have that hardware.
Let her know. She's not ready.
Yeah, heat it up, baby.
Let her know.
Heat it up.
Hey, this is a different type of strength. You're not fighting me, you're fighting. You got that man.
Let's go.
Thank you.